In this video, I'm going to look at finding the principal, rate of interest, and time periods. So finding the principal, rate of interest, and time period. Now, all that you need to do to find, so basically all that you need to do is to find the formula that you will solve for what you want. And basically, this triangle here summarizes everything. Interest is equals to principal times rate times time. And you can use this triangle to find the formulas for each of these variables. So, for example, if I want to find the interest, what I need to do is to cover I. So if I cover I there, I'll end up with P times R times T, which is the formula for interest. If I want to find P, then I'll cover P. So P will be equal to interest over R times T. If I want to find the rate, then just go ahead and cover R. So the rate will be equal to interest over P times T. If I want to find time, again the same thing, cover T. So time will be equal to interest over P times R. So just by using this triangle, you can generate all these formulas whenever you're asked to apply them. So I'll look at some examples here. Nancy invested $6,000 in a bond at a yearly rate of 3%. She earned $450 in interest. How long was the money invested? Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to try and figure out what you're trying to find. How long? That means you're trying to find the time. Let's list down what we have. We have the principal, which is $6,000. We have the rate, which is 3%. Can be written as 0.03. We have the interest, which is 450. So all that we have to do now is to draw our little triangle. Suppose this is an exam, so you can remember, you know that interest is equals to P times R times T. What you're trying to find is time. So you cover that, and you can go ahead and say that time is equal to interest over P times R, and just plug in what you have. So interest is 450 over the principal is 6,000 multiplied by the rate, which is 0.03. And if you plug that in your calculator, you'll end up with 2.5 years. I'll look at another example. What rate of simple interest per annum would need to be charged on a loan of $20,000 if you wanted to earn $3,000 in interest over 5 years? So what you need to know is per annum means per year. Anyway, what are we trying to find here? What rate, remember, what rate of simple interest? So basically what you're trying to find here is the rate. So we'll go ahead and say um, rate is what you're looking for. Let's look for the principal. So the principal is 20,000. So the principal is $20,000. The interest is $3,000 because that's what you want to earn. Time is 5 years. So again, what you have to do is to produce your little triangle here that will help you to get. So interest is equals to PRT. What you're looking for is rate. So you're looking for this guy, which means that R will be equal to the interest over P times T. Now the interest here is 3,000. The principal is 20,000. Time is 5 years. If you plug those on your calculator, you'll end up with 0.03, which is 3%. Last example, find the principal or the amount invested if $5,520 interest is charged over 4 years at a rate of 9.2% per year. So, looks like what you're trying to find here is the principal. The interest is 5520. Time is 4 years. The rate is 9.2%, which is 0.092. So what we have to do is we need to draw our little triangle and try to figure out which formula we need to plug in whatever we are given. So interest is equals to PRT. Remember, what you're looking for is the principal, so cover that, which means that the formula that you're going to use is P is equals to interest over R times T. Now, if you plug in what you have, we know that the interest here is 5520. The rate is 0.092 and the time is 4. If you plug that in a calculator, you'll end up with 15,000.